Hi, in this video I'll show you how to do an example of stoichiometry. So we have how many grams of hydrogen gas will be produced if 2.5 moles of calcium hydride react according to the following reaction. So this is our reaction. First we need to balance it. We have 1 Ca balanced, 4H, oh this should be an arrow, 1 Ca balanced, 4H on this side and only 3H on this side. So we're gonna have to, oh, this isn't even balanced equation. This is how it's going to balance. OH, Ca is 2 plus, OH is 2 minus. There we go. Now let's start. 1 Ca, 2O. This has 2O while this side has 2O while this side only have 1O. So we'll have a 2 over here. That makes a total of 6H and 4 while only 4H over here. So we're going to add another 2H. Now let's see. Erase everything. Ca balanced, H 2 plus 4 6, 2 plus 4 6, O is 2 2. Okay, everything's balanced. Now we have 2.5 moles of calcium hydride, CaH2. Now I have 2.5 moles. Remember, these two have to be 0, and these two, after the reaction occurs, there will be no more of any of these two. No more of this and no more of this. And in the beginning, before the reaction occurred, there will be 0 of this and 0 of this. That's why the zeros are written where they are. Okay, now first things first, let's find the change. Coefficient is 1. So 1 over 1 minus 1 over 1 times 2.5. This 1 came from here. No, this one, oh, my bad. This one came from here. And when you start off, you always want to make this equal to 1, so that when it's multiplied by 2.5, it results in 0. Let's see if this number here is 3. Then the denominator has to equal to 3, and the numerator will also have to equal to 3 in order to make this equal to 1, which when you multiply by 2.5 equals 0. And 2.5 is given, so it has to be equal to 1, so that when you subtract it by 2.5, it's equal to 0. Now back to what we have, 1 CaH2. So it's 1 over 1. And this one came from here. This one has to be there in order to balance, in order to make this equal to 1. Okay. 1 divided by 1 is equal to 0. Now we're looking for hydrogen gas, which is over here. So we don't need to worry about any of these two since we're not asked for it. H2, we have 0. 2 moles of H2 every 1 mole of Ca2. So we're going to write 2 on the top and 1 from here on the bottom. Plus. This does not have to equal to 1 because it's dependent on what's over here. So this top 2 came from what we're given. And the bottom 1 came from how much of the given thing we have. We're given with calcium hydride, which is 1. That's why it's 2 over 1. And multiplied, the number being multiplied will always remain the same, 2.5 in this reaction. 2.5. Now after, we need to calculate. 2.5 times 2 is 5. 5 moles. So how many grams of hydrogen gas? We have 5 moles of H2. 1 mole will go on the bottom, my bad. 1 mole of H2. H is 1.01 times 2 is 2.02 grams. Calculator, oh, we don't even need a calculator. 10.1 grams. As a result, we have 10.1 grams of hydrogen gas will be produced according to this reaction, and I just showed you how to do it. Thank you for watching. Although we're not asked for these information, I'm going to show you how to solve for these, just so that you know. So we have, before we don't know, change is the number over here divided by what we're given with. 2 divided by 1. Minus the number that always stays the same, 2.5. 2 times 2.5 is 5. So that means there has to be 5 moles to start off with as well. And let's do this one. CaOH2. The coefficient of this 1 mole is 1. So it'll be plus 1 over 1. Remember, the product is always add. The reactants is always minus. The reactants is what's on the left side of the arrow. The products is what's on the right side of the arrow. So it'll be plus 1 over 1. Where did the first one came from? It came from here. Where did the bottom one came from? Came from here. So now this is also 2.5. Remember, it's always 2.5 because it gave us 2.5 to start off with. We'll always use 2.5. Now that equals 2.5 moles. So for every 2.5 moles of calcium hydride, we'll need 5 moles of H2O in order to allow this reaction, in order to fully use up all the calcium in this reaction. And then that will give us 2.5 moles of CaOH2 and 5 moles of hydrogen gas.